desperate for God. I didn't know where He was or where to find Him, but I was looking for Him in all the wrong places, obviously. Looking for Him in clubs and in bars and in people on the streets, and looking for companionship and somebody to be a dad to me, and looking for it in the wrong places. And people that were selling me drugs, I looked up to them, and it was just twisted and perverted life that I was living. And God was drawing me to Him. And I kept pushing people away that would tell me about God. And I would go to a church and sit in a service, and then I would run out the door because I couldn't stand hearing about Jesus. And I would get angry because I would see people talking about Jesus and then gossiping the next day. And I was looking for a real church. I was looking for the truth. I couldn't find it anywhere, so I just gave up. I stopped caring. I just decided to go and rebel. And I was like, I'm done searching. I'm going to just rebel for the rest of my life. And I came back to New Orleans on a Greyhound. And the first night, I got completely wasted and found some drugs and did whatever. Don't even remember that night. The second night, I was in a strip club on Bourbon Street. A club that I had once worked at when I was 18. Here I was 20 years old in the same club. And God spoke to me, stand up for yourself, get out of there right now. And I obeyed Him for the first time. Woo! And I pushed the guy off of me that prayed for me that night. I said, get off of me. And I went to the guy at the bar and I said, how much do I owe you to get out of here? And he told me a certain amount. I think it was like $130 or something. I gave him the money and I got dressed. And I left the club with a friend of mine that night, and I told her, I said, I don't want to do this anymore. I said, let's get out of here. And we started walking down Raven Street together, and she was drunk and I was sober. And I said, I don't want to do this anymore. Let's try to do something different. Let's try to get a real job. Let's try to go to a church. Let's try to do something different. And then I saw the cross. Yeah! And they were preaching about Jesus, and they were preaching the truth, and they were loving on people, and they were standing up for holiness and righteousness. And for the first time in my life, I found the answer that I'd always been looking for. And I found the truth being preached, and I found people that loved Jesus and loved people. And I walked up to Aaron. He's out here. I don't know why. Pastor Aaron, and I said, I want to surrender everything. I'm done. I don't want to live like this anymore. Whatever it takes, I don't care where y'all send me. If you send me to a program, I trust God for the rest of my life. And from that point on, that next day, my dad said, you're my daughter, and we want to adopt you into our family. We don't have a program, and we don't have this place to send you to. We have a family. And God has changed me so much, and He's shown me what it means to really walk like this. Because I used to be like this. The first year I was saved, I was like this. God showed me how to walk like this, and just one step at a time, and obey Him. And that's what it takes. It doesn't take the extreme excitement of the overload of the Holy Spirit. Yes, that's amazing, but just walk like this. Walk through those trials and see what God does for you. See where God brings you to. And when you become an overcomer, you see the power of God in your life, and you know that you have something to give somebody